to the Muslim Street. We're talking about a really hot issue in the Muslim American community today, the Florida Family Association and their call on Lowe's and many other businesses to recant their commercial advertising on TLC's All-American Muslim Show. You're listening to the Muslim Street, and you can call in locally at 727-441-3000 and toll-free 1-866-826-1340. You can visit us at themuslimstreet.net. We are talking to Khurram Zaman, who is one of the increasingly involved community organizers in terms of the petitions going on. Khurram, can you please tell our listeners how they can access the petition and the purpose, what's being called for specifically in this petition?
Sure. Thank you, Layla. Essentially what we're doing is we're calling upon our fellow citizens to be the better angels, to start standing up against bigotry, against Muslims whenever it arises. Specifically, we're calling upon Lowe's to issue an apology for pulling the advertisement for the All-American Muslim television show without getting sort of the facts straight. It seems like there was a little bit of controversy, and they capitulated to a group of bigots who were upset that the show was portraying Muslims as normal Americans. And so the petition is, if you want to visit it, it's at sign.org. sign/defend our American values. And if you go on Facebook, there's a Facebook group called Boycott Lowe's Home Improvement, and the Twitter handle, it's Boycott Lowe's. So essentially what's being called on in the petition is to explain to all these different corporations to issue sort of an apology about sort of jumping the gun and avoiding a controversy, getting the facts straight. And we're also hoping that perhaps they'll agree to some cultural sensitivity training about Islam and Muslims, and to not necessarily believe every lie that comes out of, some fearmonger just because of the fact that they're different from other people.
Khurram, good stuff. We want to make sure that we get that link to your petition on our website, muslimstreet.net, and to extend an offer for you to come on and blog, keep the word out on this issue at muslimstreet.net. There was an issue during Ramadan, Whole Foods. Whole Foods, just as they do during the Jewish holiday, they carried food that was marked halal for Muslims who shop and who will eat healthier food. And there was a group similar to this who attacked Whole Foods, got in contact with them, made a big fuss about it. And Whole Foods across the board removed the halal label or signs that they had in their store during the month of Ramadan. And guess what? Malik Aziz, who used to shop at Whole Foods, never would shop there again. I literally bought some paint last week from Lowe's, last bucket of paint that I buy from Lowe's. So in this country, people are in business. That's the capitalist model. They understand and the pressure of economics, and unless this petition and this movement is willing to take the step and galvanize a movement to hit them where it hurts, and that's in their pocketbooks, we're missing a key element of how capitalism works. and let me tell you that if Lowe's saw an economic an opportunity to continue to sponsor this Muslim show, they would. So have you guys thought about bringing to bear the economic piece of this movement?
I'm really glad that you brought it up, because we have taken that into consideration. And that's what we've realized, is that for this to have bite, the petition is the first step, but it's not the only step in any kind of social action. So tomorrow we'll be organizing a social media day of action where we'll be targeting Lowe's Facebook and Twitter, and essentially trying to post messages encouraging them to rescind their decision. On Wednesday, we'll be doing a call-in day of action where we'll be targeting the national headquarters based out of North Carolina, as well as Lowe's all throughout the country. On Friday, which within the Muslim community, we're going to be asking imams to be giving a sermon about this issue. And next Sunday, which is December 18th, we're organizing protests throughout the country at local Lowe's offices. We have confirmed protests in Maryland, New Jersey, New York. We have Chicago, Virginia. I believe we have something in California as well. And we'll be launching a website later this week where all activists throughout the country can network and find out exactly what's going on in their communities. And we want to, again, you're absolutely right, the pressure points need to be kind of exerted on the economic, and we hope to do that. unfortunately, that's kind of we want to give diplomacy and negotiation a little bit more of an opportunity before we have to pull out, the gloves, so to speak. Again, we're not asking for much from Lowe's. I think they realize the kind of the quandary that they're in, and we hope that they take the moral choice of doing what's right, rather than just sort of capitulating to these bigots who have, who are out there to whitewash, an entire group of people from this country's historical narrative.
Khurram, you guys are on the ball. One of the other things I just want to add before Layla jumps in, Lowe's is they own conglomerates of businesses. I think they're in the casket business. They're in other businesses. We want to make sure that we identify all the tentacles of this prejudice, this hate, this racism, and we're not going to tolerate it. So definitely I want to make the social media piece of this. We want to get involved with you guys. I want to stay with you guys on this. We on this hot issue. We want to grow this issue into other areas of attacking the Islamophobia in this country.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a really good point. And, Khurram, as a community activist myself, I know how difficult it is to engage the community. And I have to say that I'm really blown away by the social networking outlets from today, from last night, from what's been going on. I'm really, really, encouraged by the empowerment of the Muslim American youth, of the Muslim American young professionals that I've been seeing. It's really, really encouraging. And I really hope that this energy will continue, not only when there's negative things going on focused at the Muslim American community, but just in general. We have so much potential as such a engaged and diverse community. I really hope that we'll keep up this energy, and maybe you can talk to us a little bit about that and what you're seeing there.
Oh, definitely. I think that I was in college when 9/11 happened. I went to school at the University of Maryland, and it was a very kind of horrific day. When our country was attacked. I felt honestly when I was driving home, it was really, there was suspense in the air, and it really felt like it was almost like a state of siege. And that feeling of kind of apprehension was followed, unfortunately, by people looking at you funny because you're a Muslim, and so on that day it's kind of like you're kind of hit twice, and so since that day, a lot of, I think, Americans have been kind of very tepid and kind of like trying to avoid the spotlight, even on issues that are fundamentally concerned about human rights. And so you see, for example, detainees. You're seeing this with Guantanamo Bay. You're seeing, being, surveillance. There's almost a third of Americans in a poll that was issued in 2007 said that they wanted Muslims to wear special IDs at all time. The majority of Americans have a negative view of Islam and Muslims. A significant minority don't want a Muslim as a president. And this goes into something else about what this country is about, and that's sort of people kind of fear what they don't know. And I think what's happening now with the American Muslim community, especially the youth, is that they're realizing that they can't sit there and let other people tell the story about Islam in America. Because right now it's unfortunately it's the bigots that are dominating that discourse, and they're the ones who are saying that Muslims can never be American, that Islam is an ideology that's going to be at war with America, which is false. There's so many examples of stories of how Muslims contribute to this country, and there's shared borrowing. So I think from what I can see is that there's a new generation that's inspired by the Arabs that are using social media, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, listservs, webinars. There's so much happening at the grassroots level, and that ultimately, I think, is the story that's going to come out of this, is that there was a group of well-funded bigots and fearmongers who were trying to take advantage of people's ignorance to sway an election. And the average person, the common person who didn't have those resources is the one who won the day. And that's the story of the civil rights struggle in this country. It's the story of the gay rights struggle in this country. And inshallah, that'll be the story of Islam in America, that this was the challenge of our day, and this was a challenge that we turned into an opportunity, and we use it to bring people together rather than tear them apart.
Yeah, just real quick. I mean, you mentioned this litmus test of because you're Muslim, you can never be president. Herman Cain, when he was the front runner in the Republican Party, talked about a litmus test for any Muslim coming into his cabinet would have to answer a certain amount of questions. And here, they're at least the number 2 person who's been a front runner in that campaign for a long time, Mitt Romney, is a Mormon. In their religious beliefs, in their documented religious beliefs, is hatred toward black people, and he has not even denounced that. But anyway, Carmen, we want to thank you for coming on. I want to stay with us on this issue. I want to have you back on the show for some follow-up probably next week at the top of the hour.
Definitely. Again, you can access Khuram. I really want to thank you for joining us today on the Muslim Street. And again, to blast out the petition for you guys, you can visit the petition. Go to signon.org and type in "Defend Our American Values." Defend Our American Values. That will connect you to the petition that's going around for the Florida Family Association. We want to thank you so much for joining us tonight on the Muslim Street.